Hey Scrappers, it's Vanessa here with a layout using my May all-in-one stash kit. And this layout actually is a pretty quick one, mostly because I do a lot of fussy cutting and things like that, and I don't make you watch all of that, obviously, because it's no fun to sit and watch somebody fussy cut a whole bunch of different things off of a page. But at the beginning there, you saw as I'm showing you everything I pulled for this layout, that paper that has all the jewels, that's what I'm going to do most of my fussy cutting from, is I'm going to cut all of those pink and peachy colored jewels off that page to use on my layout. The other thing that I did is I went to my silhouette and I cut these letters to spell the word jewel. And I am going to back it with this piece of Paige Evans paper that has all the different squares for each of the patterns. So I'm picking the peach and the pink colors in each of those squares, and I'm going to back each of the letters. I'm only going to show you here a little bit of cutting the first one, and then I'm going to cut all of the jewels and all of these letters out off camera so you don't have to watch that whole process, since it did take a while, and it's one of those things that I kind of sit and watch TV or watch videos or something like that and just kind of cut away. And it takes a little bit of time, but I usually love the result. So once I had all of those cut, I did decide that I don't use my stamps enough. And so I'm really trying to make some layouts where I utilize some of my stamps. So I pulled this LE Studio stamp set, and I don't have it in front of me, so I cannot remember the name, but it's from LE Studio, and it's just an alphabet stamp. And so I'm deciding that for one of my words of my title, I'm going to spell out all of the letters, and then I'm going to cut them out, as you see me doing here, each of the letters individually. And I like how it turns out. It reminds me to use my stamps, so I really like that I finally put them to use. And I'm just showing you here, I've cut everything out, and now it's time to actually put this layout together. And for this layout today, I am scrapping a picture of my daughter, and I think this was just a picture of her from one of our vacations, I believe. And so I don't have a real story. Or actually, I think this might have been from a church picnic. But there's no real story with this one. It's just a cute picture of her that I wanted to scrap. And just write her a little note. I don't put journaling on the front of this page just due to the fact that it's quite busy. You'll see once I finish the layout. I ended up journaling on the back. And I just journaled basically how fitting this title is, and the title that I use for the layout is More Precious Than Jewels, and that's what I think of her is, she's definitely more precious than anything else. And so I really wanted to just write a little note to her on the back of this layout, so that is what I will end up doing for my journaling. So here you see I have a basic idea in my head of how I want to lay out this whole layout. I want it to run on a diagonal. So I kind of position my photo in the middle, and then I have all these little itty bitty pieces with the hand cut letters and the die cut letters, and then all of those jewels. So this process here, I don't obviously make you watch me glue everything, but you'll see here I'm now building out how this diagonal is going to look. And I'm kind of doing the jewels on the diagonal from the bottom left to the top right. And so I'm going to lay them all out, and then I, off camera, just pick up each one and glue it down so that I don't lose where they were placed. So you'll see here I'm going to just go through, and I don't really have any rhyme or reason. I'm not particularly trying to put a certain color in a certain spot. I am kind of just breaking up the colors and kind of spreading them around. I'd like to have like a nice balance of colors of all three of the peach, and then the lighter pink, and then the darker pink. I just wanted to have, make sure I had a good mix of each of those colors in each of the sort of I don't know if you call them clusters, but kind of clusters of where I'm having the jewels. So I'm doing, like I said, the bottom left and the top right. And then I did put another small cluster here to the bottom right of my photo because I had that photo frame that says 100% fabulous. And then there's a little chipboard piece that says such a cutie, I think, or something like that. That was from a Paige Evans chipboard sheet. And so I wanted to have that be like sort of another cluster. I like to keep my threes going, my clusters of threes. So I put some jewels down there to the side, and then I grabbed this balloon from a Dear Lizzie sticker sheet, and I don't have the layout in front of me. I wish I could remember what it says, but it just has a cute saying that, you know, kind of fits the picture, and, you know, my daughter, and I think it says something about dreaming or something like that, but it fit. The colors were perfect with this layout, and it just gave a little extra detail there to the side of the photo. So this is pretty much how everything lays out. And like I showed you, I do go off and I do lay everything out. And then really, this layout was super simple. I popped my photo up on some foam. And then apart from that, I added these puffy hearts. And that pretty much is it. So here, guys, are the photos. And I will catch you all on the next one. Have a great day. Bye-bye.